This video is not sponsored by Bomb Party.
I was trying so hard. StreamYard's a little bit different, okay? I'm not running the show. Here, hold on, I'm pulling myself. I'm the passenger princess tonight. I'm not doing shit. Hold on. I'm gonna pull myself out one more. Be on the bottom. Oh my god.
That's what she said.
Oh, never mind.
No.
Let me try. Oh, sorry. And then
Nope. I see how it is. Literally, I'm not doing anything tonight. I haven't streamed with all four of y'all before, right?
No, it's first.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad that y'all are letting
on
me
your own channel.
On my own channel. I love the beat the gummy. I'm here. I'm here for all the Bomb Party stuff. Bomb Party is one of my favorite companies to cover, to sneak into TikTok lives, and I think everybody in all the collective live chats is going to be excited about what Miss Ma'am Bethy's has to say on her Zoom call.
I just need to take a timeout. I just want to say, Lady Whistledown is in the chat. We have Lady Whistledown BP is in the chat. A big shout out to all of my friends on Reddit from the BP Snark Reddit. Y'all are amazing. Thank you for coming and joining us. This is going to be amazing, but I just had to shout out my new friends in Reddit because y'all are the MVPs over there.
The amount of joy that Jen has, she'll send me screenshots from Reddit of oh my gosh, and I'm like, I love this for you so much. So welcome Reddit. We're happy you're here. We're not happy to be listening to a Bomb Party opportunity call, and we're also not happy that she lied a majority of the Zoom call. So that was fun. By fun, I mean it was awful. So I don't know. Y'all run the show. I'm just here as a passenger princess today. So,
well, you're our honorary guest, so introduce yourself first.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay, thank you so much. I'm DeeCee. I'm an MLM dropout. I've been battling technical difficulties in multi-level marketing companies since 2022, when I left my final MLM, Young Living Essential Oils. And before that, I was also in Mary Kay Cosmetics. So from 2014 February till April 24th of 2022, I was sucked in. Now I'm not. Now I'm just, getting into trouble on the internet and finding online friends. So it's been fun. Happy to be here today.
I'll go next since we're going in order. Hi, I'm Jen, also known as Mrs. Pico Speaks. I am also an MLM dropout, and yeah, I just kind of live in chaos every day. I am somebody said, is anyone else hearing audio cut in and out?
Oh shit.
It sounds fine.
Sounds fine.
I hear fine. Yeah, if it's, you may want to exit and come back. Okay, two things
it does that sometimes.
I did want to mention is all of us, the four of us, can see all of the chats on all of the different streams. So if we're commenting or saying something that you may not see in your chat, that means that it's in somebody else's chat. You're not blocked or filtered or whatever. Also, one other thing is, so we are racing to get me to 500 subscribers because Lushy is going to interview my partner. Once we hit 500, I'm also going to do a 750. When I get to 750 subscribers, I am going to do a live harp concert for y'all. So
I love that.
So y'all will have a live concert.
Subscribe now. I'm linking Mrs. Pico Speaks in the chat. Okay.
If you need a backup saxophone player, because saxophone and harp goes well together, just let me know.
And I even have the golden kazoo.
Oh
my god.
Are you ready for this? I have a bisexual kazoo. So
We have been getting into so much trouble while you have been on your multiple journeys around the world. So
Mhm.
You know, I feel so much more well-traveled than I did before. I took my slight break, but obviously I wasn't on a break because I was traveling around the country, especially the U-Haul.
Lord.
DeeCee, the U-Haul fiasco as well. Yes, that was fun. That was so fun.
DeeCee, I want you to know I was cry laughing when I took that picture. Like
Oh my god.
So, all right, I guess I'm next. Hey everyone, I'm Wendy. I am actually the oddball of the four. I've never been in an MLM. I started in retail, worked my way up to inside sales, and I've been in sales for about 14 years now. So on my channel, I like to tell the differences between multi-level marketing techniques and regular sales techniques because they are not a Venn diagram. So yeah, little bit about me. I'm going back to school next week for Spanish, and I'm really excited about that. I have a little doggy that stole my footrest, and I will be crocheting during the stream so that I don't rage. So.
I love that.
And I'm Jessica. I'm not a YouTuber. I don't know why I'm still here, but I'm here. I'm DC's resident internet bestie. Well, I was in Pure Romance, which we recently went way too hard on Pure Romance and did way too much and discovered how twisty that company really is. Like, there's stuff that we had to cut out of the pitches because it was too triggering to show people the stuff they were saying. Not cool. So we're moving on from that. So I'm here every Monday and Thursday usually with these two. And this Thursday we're gonna cover Cutco, which no one covers.
I'm so excited that y'all are doing that.
Mhm.
I found a PDF of a really old, like 1920s, 30s sales pitch, and then I found like a 1990s like role play video.
Ooh,
Let's go.
I love
Just
a good sales role play. I've been through so many.
Right. So join us Thursday if you want some Cutco activity or whatever. Yeah.
And I feel like I can speak for the three of us when I say, DeeCee, you're always welcome on Beat the Gummy. You don't have to
Yeah.
participate.
yes,
listen. I'm not even on the same level as y'all anymore. Y'all have like surpassed. You surpassed all of my abilities as a streamer at this point.
everyone has to be a beginner sometime, and it's a safe space. It'll have to be
Oh.
members only, though. It'll definitely have to be like
Oh,
a
yeah.
members only because
Okay, that sounds good. Let me. Oh, I love that. Let's go.
So I'm doing 4 of these. Sorry, I saw broken waffles in there,
Sweet.
and my brain was just like, "Ooh, attention!" So I'm doing like 4 squares like this. They're going to be long, so it's fun when you're working with super fine yarn. And then it's going to be like a halter top. So it's going to be like 1,
Ooh.
2, and then 3 and 4 on the back.
Cute.
love that.
I love that. Really quickly before we start, Avery has been
Ooh.
a member for 14 months, and also Emma's back.
Yay!
Thank you so much. Emma has an incredible small business, makes incredible soap,
Ooh.
sells it on Etsy. I need to grab the link for that. I'll do that while we queue up the video. But while I'm just gonna play Moving On Up real quick, and then we'll get started.
Well, we're moving on up to the side.
YouTube will save all of like the member milestones, so we'll play those at the end or like a midway break and then at the end so we can get through. She went for a long time on this Zoom call. Does anybody need a quick what the heck is Bomb Party? Maybe we should do that first. And who better to do that than our queen, Jen, of the Bomb
right.
Party experts?
Yeah. Okay, so because my friends from Reddit are also here, they can also, if there's anything that I say incorrectly, feel free to, you know, in the comments correct me. It's totally fine. So Bomb Party is a multi-level marketing company that does surprise jewelry reveals. Their bread and butter is rings that are in little fizzy cubes, and the reps buy them at a like wholesale cost, which is like $5 less than what they sell them for. And then they turn around and sell them on a platform. If it's TikTok Live, if it's Facebook Live, whatever. So they sell their product and then they get on what is called a lineup. So if I place an order under DeeCee, because, if she's a rep, then I place my order and DeeCee will go through the orders and open them. And then when she gets to me, then I verify who I am. Different people do it differently. And then she opens what I paid for on camera. The thing about Bomb Party is if you get something you do not like, there are no returns, there are no exchanges. You get what you get. And it's an MLM. So the reps, in my opinion, the reps make more money on recruiting than they do on selling the actual product. And this is the hocus pocus ladies MLM.
Yeah.
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 Yes. We joke and call it boiled jewelry. A lot of times they use hot water and they, it's one or two, or if they do 4 or more, they call it a fizzcano. It becomes a big deal. Some people make huge productions out of it. And essentially you're buying, we don't recommend buying, but if you purchase the jewelry, you're buying cheap jewelry that other people have found on Temu and other places for an extremely marked up price to cover all of the the levels of payments that are going out from one product being sold. And yes, as Toaster said, the product is low quality, similar to what you can get off Temu. I know Wendy had a piece that someone had gifted her and it turned her skin green. That is not because there's nothing wrong with Wendy. It's because the jewelry is trash, in my opinion.
Well, there is something wrong with me, but not in that regard.
And
no, like it was green within I kept it on, and within 3 days it was bright green, not even exaggerating. It was awful.
And they do have sterling silver rings and necklaces, which are a higher price point. And there are special collections that come out. There's stacks and all kinds of stuff that like bracelets and necklaces and monthly collections that are birthday collections. Yeah. And they do always say it's your pH. And
I also heard somebody say, sorry to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
I also heard, I think it was Kato Driscoll said that your iron is low. I am on iron supplements.
Stop.
I literally take iron every day.
I mean, and honestly, setting aside whatever type of metal arguments we're gonna get into, the stones themselves, whatever resin type of pour, it's literally, it's 14 minutes in. It's absolute fuckery. I was sucked in to buying one Bomb Party ring. It was a whole thing. I get it. I open it on camera. And I cleaned it with my jewelry cleaner that I have. That's a nice jewelry cleaner. It's what I clean my platinum wedding band with. It's nice. And it hasn't ruined my nice jewelry. There looked to be a fingerprint on the stone. And so when I cleaned it and I brought it out, it not only highlighted that the fingerprint was inset into the resin, but the pour of the stone itself was, parts of it were opaque and parts of it were clear, not intentionally. It was an awful pour. So if you think, and when we listen to how many reps say, "Oh my God, the quality of the stone is so, and the jewelry is so good," it is so not good. It's, in
Mhm.
my opinion, you're gonna get better stuff on Etsy. You're gonna get
Mhm.
better stuff on Amazon. You might even get better stuff on Temu. I don't know, but from stuff I've actually seen in person, this jewelry is not. This is not it. It's not it.
And when you
And
factor in like how many pieces people buy, like trying to get a Viscino or Lena, for example,
oh
buying
god.
20, 30 pieces. You could have gotten a real piece of jewelry for that.
Mhm.
Yep. Yep. And what's another wild part to me is, let's say you buy 5 pieces of jewelry and you get 2 duplicates. You can't trade your duplicate with anybody in the chat. It and like it is wild because it's like no trading in front of the rep. And then they put you in a Facebook group to try to figure out how to trade, but it's
Mhm.
like, okay, so you're controlling what I can do with something I've already purchased. That's twisty.
They do have a provision, and it's still like, who the F cares? But if you get 3 reveals of the same exact jewelry, like the same exact ring, same exact plating, color, everything, then the rep can put in a ticket. But not for like a dupe, or let's
Yeah.
say you bought like a week ago and it's the same thing. Like they don't care.
It has to be,
Yeah.
yeah, it has to be the same live. And the other thing
Mhm.
too is BP posted on their TikTok. I think we reacted to it. I reacted to it with someone, I can't remember, but there's video of them in China and these factory workers who look absolutely, it's so sad. It's heartbreaking to see their faces when you see this video about how they make the jewelry. And it's like, these are people who are in a country that doesn't have the best labor laws, in my opinion. And you can tell, and it's sad. It's like you're fueling this when you're buying the jewelry. Like
Mhm.
you're feeding this. Yeah, the jewelry's already been made by the time you buy it, but you're still paying into a ticket. Yeah, like there's so many gaps and things that it's like these people continue to buy thousands and thousands of dollars. How are you like
Mhm.
how
Yeah.
going into debt? Like that's the only way I can think of.
Yeah, I'm in a few of the Facebook group, like the customer groups, and
Mhm.
someone was trying to move her entire bomb party ring, jewelry, like bangles, necklace collection, because she couldn't pay to get her car fixed. And she's trying to sell what looks to be thousands of dollars in cheap jewelry that nobody's gonna want to buy
Mm-mm.
to get her car fixed because and I'm not being like, "Oh, you can't buy nice things and then you're going to get punished because something happened with your car." They make it seem like the MSRP of this jewelry, it's so high that somebody's going to want to buy it after you've purchased for $20 or $33.95 or whatever it is. And unless you get a unicorn, nobody ends up wanting to buy your jewelry that you've bought from Bomb Party.
Mm-mm.
It's
No.
sad.
I saw a whole TikTok account that was just for destashing.
Oh my
It
god.
is. It is. And it's not just
Mhm.
somebody said it earlier in the chat too. It's not just the like these people get attention. How many of these people are in their homes? I don't want to talk about demographics because I haven't done like a whole demographic study, but some of these people are, and I'm going to generalize here, older women who maybe, that what they do is they sit on TikTok, and I sit on TikTok too, and I'm, maybe middle age, whatever. And that's all they do.
How did we
Elder
get
millennial checking in, like, but it's these women sit on and they buy and they buy and they buy, and you have people like Wolfie. If you don't know who that is, that's a whole other
Mhm.
Sorry.
a whole
Yeah.
other BP person. But it's, you know, he definitely caters to a very specific demographic, and these people continue to buy over and over and over. Yes, vulnerable,
Mhm.
lonely women.
That's why Wolfie does so well, because he has that, and I hate to say this, it's going to make me gag, but he has that sex appeal for those women, you know?
That's a
Like,
no
oh, I
for
have a
me.
tattoo. Like, okay, I got tattoos too.
I got like
Yeah.
Is that a bluebird?
it's a oh.
Sparrow?
Mhm.
I love it.
Sorry, I have.
I need some tattoos now. Oh, I love it.
Ooh.
On the back, I have a bluebird.
Oh, I love that.
Cool.
Yeah, so we kind of match. We're sisters.
We are sisters.
Talk about Wolfie. Yeah, we don't talk about Bruno. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely not. Yeah, it's just twisty. There's a lot of people who end up signing up for Bomb Party just from watching the lives on TikTok. There's also these Zoom calls that are going on, like we're gonna watch tonight. We will debunk as we go, but there's outright lies that Bethy is going to tell the people who showed up. It was a little bit nerve-wracking because I thought Bethy was gonna have more people on her her Zoom call, but I was unfortunately there wasn't as many people as we thought were gonna be there.
People aren't charging at the helm to join Bomb Party.
Honestly, I was shocked. I was so shocked that she didn't have 2,000 plus people ready to be on the Zoom call, you know? Like,
She didn't break Zoom. No way. No
Yeah.
way. I thought she's doing all these calls. I thought she was maxing out her Zoom.
Mm-mm.
That was
Yep.
sarcasm.
thank you for pointing that out to me because I definitely need all the help that Leshy can give me.
Okay, that one went over
You're
my head too.
stuck. You're stuck with me. You need me.
Yes. I also just want to say a big thank you for the Reddit royalty in the chat. Good to see y'all. Nice to meet some of y'all because some of y'all are new to me. Jen has been showing me the ways of all of y'all who are doing the Lord's work over on Reddit. So I appreciate that. And, you know, helping people stay out of multi-level marketing and specifically staying out of a dumpster fire that is Bomb Party is incredible. So thank y'all so much. So I'm just a simple toaster.
Fine, Lisa, be thankful you don't know who Wolfie is.
Oh my God.
Don't worry.
Lisa.
Don't worry about it.
You're not
Yeah.
missing anything. Like
He
you're not.
growls. Like,
Hang out around here. Hang out around here and you'll eventually discover Wolfie and you'll regret that day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll let you know what day you're going to need to take some over-the-counter painkillers before we watch
You
the stream.
mean anxiety medicine, like emergency anxiety medicine.
way ahead of you.
He's a gummy stream from now on. Like he's one
Has
of
to
those
be.
that's like, and the beard rubs. Oh, he rubs stuff on his beard too.
The amount of glitter that man eats just from kissing those things.
Or
Like,
him
he should
saying that
just
he's
switch
going to
to
keep
food safe at this point.
keeping stuff next to him on his nightstand. Ugh, no. Yeah. No thanks. Yeah.
Nope.
It's bad. It's bad
Hi,
in our
babe.
opinion.
Okay, Jen, last squirrel trail, I promise, and we'll get into this video. Would you rather deal with Wolfie or Randy Schroeder in a room?
Oh, God.
Randy Schroeder, because he doesn't Randy Schroeder for me. I would avoid, well, unless I can go to Bomb Party next convention next year with Jen and y'all. I would say I'd stay away from Wolfie if I could help it.
Yeah. So that's that. Seriously, y'all. I want to go to the hotel that the BP, like that Fizztopia is at, and literally just hang out in the lobby. Like that
What is it next year?
Orlando, and we could do Disney and BP. Like,
It's
done.
Charlene.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh, yes.
Pick me. I've never been sending so much pick me energy through the screen as I am right now. But pick me, okay?
I will save up.
I have zero desire to go to Orlando in the summer. I don't like the heat.
Jessica, suck it up, okay?
I'm
I'm going.
It's 60 degrees out here, and my AC still
It's like
on.
100 here. It's
73, my bad.
Oh my God. Just bring
Ooh,
some
heat
cool
wave.
clothes and clear your schedule. You're coming to Orlando.
we're gonna be in. We'd be inside the whole time. Like, yeah, we'd do Disney, but it would be like early morning or like when it's cool, and then we would
Yeah.
have BP fuckery at night. Come on.
Yeah, Reddit meetup. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I want to try to like, mingle and like get into like groups and shit and be like, yeah, I forgot my badge like in my hotel room, but like,
Yes.
We're gonna have to buy some really ugly jewelry to blend in. You know we're going to. Maybe
make
maybe
our
at
own
Goodwill.
ba-
Maybe Goodwill will have some.
ooh, that would be a good
Mm.
one.
Make our
Target
own
has pretty gaudy
badges.
shit right now.
Yeah, we can just say this is from whatever collection it was.
It's it's vintage.
Vintage.
It's vintage.
I'm sure I could have my brother bring a bunch of my grandma's shit
Hell
that
yeah.
my mom still has.
Let's go. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
Speaking of things we're ready for, you want to
The
get into
video.
the video?
Oh my God.
Uh,
I mean, honestly, like, have I ever thought that I could use my graphic design skills for good? Like, I know how to copy something pretty well. We could just make our own. We could just make our own badges.
Toaster wants to know which rep is gonna do the walk of shame from Wolfie's room.
Oh, good
Ooh.
question. You know that's happening. You know.
you mean what, Rat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, play the video. We gotta go. Like a little bit of
Okay. I accidentally had some audio issues, but she was just starting to introduce herself right here. She actually respectfully said, I want to be respectful to the people on I know I was like, I'm gonna be a passenger princess tonight. I'm just giving you some context and then I'm giving it over to y'all. She was saying I wanted to be respectful of people's time, so we're gonna start immediately. And if people come in later on, they come in. Again, we try to say this when someone does something like not shitty, we try to say it so that we're not being super unfair because it's about to happen later on in the stream. Does anyone have any background on Bethy, or is there any important background on Bethy?
So Bethy used to be a teacher. She has taught multiple levels, and most recently she taught like drama, I think, to younger children. She did have a summer job teaching drama and with special needs, which I think is amazing, and like use your talents for good instead of this BP fuckery. Like,
yeah,
that she could be doing so many other things. So anyway, she was a teacher, left her teaching job last February to do BP full time, and is she does BP full time now. Her sister is also on her team. I don't know like any other family, but she's been a rep, I think, over a year now. So
she does have a regular named Lena in the chat, and Lena will buy an exorbitant amount of stuff, and it's like constantly. Like, it's not just like a one-time thing, and she'll end up giving most of that stuff away too.
And it's also different sizes. So it's rings that range in the sizes. Like, it's not I wear size 10, so I'm going to buy 10 size 10s. It goes, it really spans. There's a lot of lore.
There was one night I was watching it, and Lena said that she had a work barbecue, and so she was giving the stuff away to her work people, and you could tell like Bethy's like facade was slipping because like she had to keep reminding herself that it was for a barbecue.
Oh
and like
my
don't worry
God.
about dupes kind of thing.
Oh my God.
So yeah,
Rip.
little shady there.
Yeah. I am gonna look at the admin side of my StreamYard. Jessica can pause. I'm gonna make sure that Jen and Wendy can pause. So
I think Jen can pause. We removed Wendy as the admin because like it wouldn't let her live stream to your
Yeah.
channel
Oh.
when she was an admin.
okay. All right,
Yeah.
cool. All right. So 3 people can pause.
I'll wave if I need anything.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
I don't want this shit.
All right. Well, you're stuck with it, Jessica.
I'm gonna run and grab my water. I'll be
Okay.
right back, but just keep
Okay.
going.
Sounds good. It's gonna come in a minute.
That's what she said.
Fun.
Oh my
Just a
God.
quick little bit about me. I was a teacher and stumbled kind of upon this randomly last summer on my For You page on TikTok. I had never seen anything like it before. I purchased after like, I don't know, maybe 2 days of watching it, I purchased. And then before I even got that ring, I made another purchase and then another one. And then that one was a diamond, which was kind of crazy. It was that rep's 15th diamond. And it was just really exciting and really fun. And then I sort of remember just kind of talking to my mom and being like, I feel like I could do this. This looks really fun. And anyway, so I sort of signed up within a couple weeks and with the intentions of it being like a summer hustle. So it ended up doing well. And I ended up really more than it ended up doing well as I fell in love with it. And so then I really wanted to spend more time on it and I put more time on it and all those things. And then by February, I was basically working 2 full-time jobs. And I made the decision to resign from teaching to do this full time.
No.
And it's been a blessing and it's been amazing. And
So you're gonna give up your ability to put into your 401k matching that your school is offering and your retirement if you're part of a union and all
You're-
this other stuff?
Your
Benefits.
PERS account, I don't know if that's a state thing,
Okay.
but I think that's a school thing. You pay into your PERS account, that's your 401k, and that will follow you. Like, I got one working at a university, and if I went and worked for elementary school, it would be the same retirement fund.
Yeah. That's good to know. And she gave up her insurance to do Bomb Party full time. Yeah. I
Doing
don't know.
something meaningful for the road.
And just a real quick heads up, I know I'm going to be the wet blanket for a second. We've got a bunch of accounts here. I know we don't do like ad hominem or stuff like that. It doesn't add to like the arguments of being able to debunk the logical fallacies of the logic of MLMs where there's not really a bunch, and then doing ad hominem just plays into the logical fallacies, which takes away from our credibility as commentary, in my opinion. So for my channel, for my chat, that's our rules over here. I know Jen and Wendy and
Yeah.
Lushy
Same
are
here.
on the
It's
same.
I
Yeah.
don't have a channel.
Jessica.
You're the manager, okay? Like,
Yeah, you run my life, okay? So I just wanted to reiterate that because sometimes with a bunch of new friends here, that can, just wanted to remind the class that we can be snarky, but
The
not asshole.
general rule is if you can't change it within 5 minutes, like sometimes we'll be like, oh my gosh, that necklace is loud. That's something that they can change. If it's something like that, it's a little
Yeah.
more nuanced, but like
Yeah.
stuff like hair color, I don't know, weight, obviously, like stuff like that you can't change, we don't go there.
So
and we also don't touch the poop, so please don't go to her channel and say anything. That's not the point of what we do here. She is a public figure, so that's why we react.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not about her. It's about what she's going to say.
And I mean, when she's lying, that's about her too, but we're going to be able to debunk it
Well, yeah.
from a logical place. So anyways.
Well, yeah.
They growl. All things you go for the growling.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh my God. All right. We're back at it.
Best decision I ever made. So I feel truly blessed for that. Not to say I didn't work hard. I've worked my butt off for the past year, but it's been fun and it's been exciting and the community is amazing. So hi, Susie. So it's been a wonderful experience. So that's a little bit about the company. Again, it is a direct sales company. It is not actually technically an MLM. So
There it is. This is not technically an MLM. And we need to hear her reason why it's not an MLM before we lose our shit. So be ready.
I know that there's a lot that some people get confused between the two. The main differences are with this company, you always have to sell. So you can't opt out of selling like at any point. There's always like a minimum that you need to be selling.
Oh my God.
No
that
other
is not
MLM
what
has
that-
that.
Who told her this? Who lied to her? Who lied to
her
her?
upline or somebody else probably told her that, and it's wrong. It's literally wrong.
Where
Her
is-
upline literally tells us it's a multi-level marketing company because there's multiple levels.
Multiple
And then
levels.
when she talks about the compensation plan later on, she's gonna say level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, which would be multi-level marketing. Okay.
Question for the class.
Yes.
What MLM doesn't have you sell stuff? Because if you don't sell a product, you're a pyramid scheme.
Oh, good question.
You're attacking me with your facts. Wendy.
You're making too much sense.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Let me tone it down a little bit. It's not a gummy night, so.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You need to calm down.
yeah. And we know, like, I thought that Mary Kay, when I first was in, wasn't an MLM because my upline told me it was direct sales.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I thought, because I didn't know, like, oh, it's direct sales. It's direct sales. Direct sales is an umbrella, and multi-level marketing is underneath it. Multi-level marketing is anything with multiple levels and how commission gets paid out over multiple levels.
Mhm.
And not all direct selling is an MLM. Like there are legit like direct selling.
Yes.
you
Yeah, for
know?
sure. Door-to-door
So-
sales, direct
Yep.
selling.
Mhm.
And I know some of y'all have lots of big feelings about door-to-door sales. There's some ethical door-to-door, the door-to-door sales people sell a legitimate product sometimes. I mean,
Mhm.
it's not
Mhm.
the way that model or the way that selling happens doesn't mean that it's a scamming product. It's just sometimes that's the best way to sell something. So
Mhm.
I think she's uninformed, and if she knows, but she's what rank is senior aquamarine in?
Oh God. I added the comp plan.
Oh, let's go.
Oh,
Ooh.
Fancy, Jessica.
It looks like I'm a professional.
I know. Let's see.
Y'all drop some black hearts in the chat for Lushy because she's the real MVP. She like runs the show around here.
I love it. So she's a senior aquamarine.
How come I can't take this shit serious?
you know what? I'll take this over black olive, gold olive. That one kills me every time.
Let's see. So she's making 9% on bonuses on her level 1, 6% commission bonuses on level 2, 4% commission bonuses on level 3, and 2% commission bonuses on level 4, meaning she has people underneath her that's level 1. She has people underneath level 1, which is level 2, level 3, level 4, which let's say it together, class. It's multi-level marketing. Okay? On all aisles of the grocery store.
The aisles are stacked. In
Yeah.
aisle 1 and aisle 2 is really 2 aisles. And 3 is really 3 aisles.
Yeah. So she's right here. There's like a purple pinkish level whatever phase 1 and phase 2 title. She's a phase 3 title in the very far left hand column. So that's what she says she's going to be later on. So
My eyes are bleeding looking at this comp
Yeah.
plan.
Right?
I know.
To keep a rank or whatever that is with the company. So there are MLMs you can sort of step away eventually and people can earn under you. It's a little different there. And then as far as like rankings and things like that, with an MLM, you cannot outrank the person that you are underneath.
No.
You can do that.
Lies. Liar pants.
put a liar if you're on my channel. If you're a member, put a liar pants in the chat for us. I'll put one in for us.
Where did this narrative come from? Who started this rumor? Because we need to go and erase it. And no one makes that argument because it's not a argument.
Yeah, I don't know who started it, but somebody started it, and people keep spreading it around. I don't know who started it. Like, you can never out.
That's a
I mean-
lie. That's a like if you outrank your upline just doesn't get paid on you. That's how it was in Cincy. Like
Yep.
if you jump somebody that your upline, they don't get paid on you. So as an
Yeah.
upline, that's your
Oh.
motivation to keep going because then you don't get paid on people.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's how it was in Young Living as well. If you
Mhm.
didn't keep ahead of the person underneath you, you still get paid commission off of their volume that they were doing as like their PV, so like their first line in them. But
Mhm.
if they jumped you, then you lost access to their downlines.
Mhm.
That's
Which is-
twisty.
But it doesn't mean you don't get paid on like a chunk of their sales. It's just the way they're describing it is incorrect. And Bomb Party, I don't know exactly all the details of the Bomb Party compensation plan. I don't know if Reddit Royalty can give us some insight on that, but it seems like that's a similar structure in most MLMs.
Mhm.
That you have to keep working so that you don't just keep sitting there and making money without doing anything.
I definitely know I've heard the argument, and I can't remember which company. It might have been Monate, because it's always Monate. But we'll just go with them. But they were like, it doesn't matter if the person below you outranks you, you still get paid on them.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I know I've heard that argument before. I just can't remember from who.
Okay. It's good to know.
So maybe they're trying to be like, oh, look at us, we're different kind of thing.
Yeah.
It also feels very Jesse Lee gaslighty.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, her wallpaper's cute. That's what Callie was saying in the background. That's and again, there's even when we see the Sanderson sister lady selling the Bomb Party stuff, she's great at what she does.
Mhm.
And tying a MLM product with a pop culture icon like her, it's gonna get people more excited to stay and watch longer, even if they don't like MLMs like me. Like, and she's good at her costuming, she's good at her character, and that overcomes some of the hurdles that people have in their minds about, not joining MLM or not buying MLM or whatever. And that is where some of the aesthetics, in my opinion, come from. Like, you're going to have good lighting, you're going to have a good background, you're going to have a good whatever, so that people, it takes people longer to say no to you, and the longer they're exposed to your opportunity, the more of a chance that they're going to say yes to your shitty rings.
I just love how she talks all the crap about them.
Yes.
Yeah.
This one
Yeah.
is not beautiful. She's the
Diamond, who
best.
cares about a diamond?
Yes.
Black.
And yeah, she's like, she only likes the black jewelry. And I'm like, well, I mean, you're not wrong there. That's the best one that Bomb Party has to offer. So,
Mhm.
Mhm.
oh my
You
God.
can't see the fingerprints.
Yes, exactly.
You can. So if something isn't working, there, you can outrank them, you can grow above, all things like that. So those are kind of the main differences. You can just sell if you want to just sell. And then there's the route of building a team. So both are good options. This is one of the, well, this was my first experience. So if you've never done direct sales, I had never done it. I didn't even know it was a direct sales company when I signed up because I was so new to that whole concept.
See,
But
read the policies and procedures. Read what you are agreeing to before you sign your name and give somebody your money and your social security number.
Mhm.
Read it.
you're going to protect yourself. Like you could be coming into this stream and you could be pro MLM or you could be diehard Bomb Party. You understanding how the comp plan works is going to protect you. It's going to protect your time. It's going to protect your money because you're going to know how the money impacts the people above you, like your upline. And you're going to know that every time you make a purchase from Bomb Party, your upline gets paid.
Mhm.
Shocker. Well, what do you mean? If I don't move it to a customer, no. Every time you buy volume, your upline gets paid. That's what those fun little bonuses mean. That's from what I understand. Those bonuses on the percentage of the levels,
Mhm.
they're gonna get paid on that. Like I'm like, how hard is that to understand? I didn't understand it in Mary Kay, and it took me a long time to figure it out. I was just trying to support my upline and be a team player and make sure I had enough inventory to sell to people when I was using most of my profits to replenish to a point of inventory I didn't ever need. So, okay. Understand it for yourself. Don't understand it, like for us, understand it for your
Mhm.
bank account.
Yeah.
there is different ways to grow, whether that's, and from most of the people that I have talked to with Bomb Party, this is one of the few direct sales where you don't have to build a team to make money or to be successful if you want to grow your business that way. So either way, and I'll go over that. So basically today what I do is just kind of talk about, how it works, how you get started, sort of go through certain things for you, talk about things that I personally do, and then of course answer questions that you have. And that's pretty much it. So it can be as quick or as long as you guys want it to be, as we go through it. So I will share my screen because I did make some things, I think visuals, at least for me, really helped me. So I made a few visuals for you guys to
Oh,
kind of
God.
go through, and we'll do that. So let me share my screen here. Of course, my guy's out here doing the
I'm
lawn
gonna
all of a
move
sudden.
it.
So sorry if it gets loud. Hopefully
I will move it over in a second, and she is gonna press present. So, unfortunately, she did do it in like 4:3 aspect ratio or 4 by I don't know. I'll rage about that in a second. And again, it's something you can fix like that because you can just change the aspect ratio in Canva immediately. So, I mean, it's open season for the PowerPoint. I mean, the Canva presentations.
Oh yeah.
won't. Okay, and where'd your faces go? There you are. Can you guys see my screen?
I'm moving it over.
Okay,
in a
perfect.
second. That's me.
Invest in
Sorry.
your dreams, grind now, shine later. Fun little inspirational quote. I knew that when I started, I wanted to invest in myself, and
I'm gonna bring her face to the screen because it's so boring for them to do this. So I'm gonna put her face on the screen in a second. Sorry.
continued to do that over the course of my journey. Everybody invests differently, but of course, the shine aspect, we all love shiny bling. So, yeah,
What?
I thought that was a fun one. So I'll first kind of go over like the starter kits and how we kind of get started and what those are, and then I'm going to talk about compensation, how you get paid, both how you make money and how you physically get paid, and then kind of move from there. So as far as the starter kits, there are 3. The first one is the essentials kit here. It's
Sorry.
$99. It comes with everything you see, and then a few other things. So you have 1 ring in each size 6 through 10.
Every time she said the 1 ring or whatever, I was like, 1 ring to rule them all. And I had to say the entire thing in my head. And then I was like, I should grab that soundbite. And I didn't end up doing it for the stream. But if you've ever read The Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit or watched the movies, you should.
Yep.
Oh, so we have. Oh, God. That looks like a 2013 Pinterest. Oh, my God. Pinterest
Can I
quote.
just
Yeah.
say, like, I know before the stream I said I love ugly stuff, but I hate this font. This font is just awful.
You can't backtrack.
Oh,
Yeah.
Melissa's right. There's spoons and spoon. Like, is it spoons or do you get spoons or a
Yeah.
spoon? Like, what
Good
are we getting
question.
here?
You only get one spoon, and the funny thing is that rose gold plastic plating cannot handle the hot temperatures, so it will begin to peel off after a certain amount of dunking, because the baking soda, along with the hot temperatures, it starts to eat away at it. So it's just like they end up having to get different spoons all the time. We also have our own spoon that we put in the stream at one point, but oh yeah, there's our spoon. Oh, we also have Jesus. So anyways, oh, also please lick all the streams. We would
Yes,
appreciate it.
yes.
This is our stream goat. It helps people find out content about anti-MLM and know like that there's fuckery afoot. So
Mhm.
oh, I forgot the disclaimer. God, please hold. Sorry, I'll be right back. It's gonna-
Hour in. Wow.
Yeah, sorry about that. I know I was like, Lushy's gonna run the stream, and then I like dropped the ball.
Well, wouldn't that technically be me dropping the ball?
No, I was like, I don't know. I was like, oh, Lushy's gonna do this, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna start clicking on shit, and then I got on a side quest, and I forgot to do the disclaimer.
Hey, at least tonight the channel being burnt down and Tia Chris, not my fault.
Yeah, I turned the
once.
propane on, and I'm like I'm char broiling everything. So rip.
We are 97 people away from Emmett.
Emmett, sorry, dude.
interview.
Sorry, dude. Y'all, my channel, go subscribe to Jen right meow.
We're so close.
It's gonna be so fun because Emmett and I laugh so hard
This is
when
true.
we talk to each other. Like we cannot breathe when we talk to each other.
Mhm.
I'm so excited.
Just like why did I FaceTime Lushy just so her and they can
Mhm.
do their thing? Like the fuck.
Yeah, I love it. I can't wait. I'm sorry, Emmett, but I'm also like so excited for this to happen. But I feel bad, but I also don't feel bad because I want this to happen so badly. So
I am 74 people away from a tier 5 mystery hostess party.
let's go.
90, what is it? 93 people? Yeah.
Let's freaking go. Okay. We'll have to keep us apprised, Jen, on the status, because hopefully we will get it by the end of the stream.
On the race. It's a race.
Yes.
Your ring display, your towel, spoon, one spoon. Sorry, it's plural. And camera
there
lens,
you go.
diamond pen, all that good stuff.
diamond
This
pen.
is a good kit. I mean, as far as you getting
Give us a lot of money and we're gonna give you plastic shit. Okay.
A
All right.
camera lens? I'm confused.
It's bling vision. It's the thing that you clip on that like is supposed to show it like you have to hold things super close.
Yeah,
Most
but then
reps
people don't
use
end up
it.
cleaning the lens that well, and so it makes it blurry, so blurry. Yeah, it's like a little clip for the back of your phone.
Fancy.
your little starter kit, it's not going to be enough to launch with. I will say if you are interested in just purchasing that kit, and that will give you access to the back office, trainings, all that kind of stuff, you can use that path if you want to. But I am going to talk about something called the Fast Start bonus.
She was nervous on this Zoom call. Someone saying that she sounds bored. She's nervous. I think whenever I was doing calls to try to get people to sign up, there's anxiety because you're trying to come across as professional, but you're also haven't done it enough to feel confident yet. And so I think what we're hearing is nervousness, not necessarily boredom.
And she's a normally like more quiet rep. Like she'll play music and stuff, but she's not like loud or anything like that. Like she's pretty chill. So
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
That this really doesn't, you can't really earn this way. So it's not my favorite pick, but if it's something that you're like, I really want to just do the trainings and all those things, and that's the option that works for you, that's fine too.
I love that.
So yeah, this is the starter kit. And again, the only reason is because it only comes with one ring in sizes 6 or 10. So you only have 5 pieces of jewelry and they're all different sizes. So if you were going to try and launch, that would be hard to, to put a sale there because you don't have a lot of choices. But the other 2 kits both come with that starter kit as like a freebie. Okay. So you'll get everything in that $99 kit, including those 5 rings, that inventory, plus
I'm just going to rage about this PowerPoint for a second. She's a teacher. She's worked, from what I understand, she knows something about communicating information to people. Maybe her upline made this. I don't know, but she also at the end of this Zoom call says that she's created all of this special curated whatever it is specifically for her team. This is so confusing. I don't know where to look first. The background's busy, even though it's sparkly, sunshiny stuff. It looks like glitter. And then we have Boost Kit 366. And then we have Profit 272. We also have a really bright grouping of sleeves of product. And the products don't look that good in real life when they open it up. But I don't know where to look. It's a nightmare if you have reading issues like I do, which is maybe why I rage against this so much. It's just awful. Oh.
I have a hard time reading certain fonts, and if certain colors are on certain colors, like if red is on black, I won't be able to read it,
Yep.
But I am going to rage about how she said, oh, the first starter kit is like a freebie and the other 2. No, it's not. It's included in the price. I can't stand when people say like, oh, you buy this and you're getting this for free. No, it's always going to be built into the cost.
Yeah. Yep. It's, and again, these types of things, these mess ups or these twisty things that the reps try to push on people who are looking to buy from them. It happens in all kinds of multi-level marketing opportunities. It happens in unethical sales everywhere. So the cool part about being able to pause and react is being able to debunk stuff instead of being at the end of a sales pitch and being like, I mean, I guess it sounded okay and maybe I will sign up. So if you're thinking about joining Bomb Party, I would say wait and think about it and sleep on it and read the comp plan and understand how it works. And also the rings themselves, the unethical way like this stuff is made, and also you can't trade and they're really controlling about like what you do with something you've already purchased. It's a no for me. Yeah.
There's so many better options.
Yeah. Lady Whistledown said, yes, 350 in personal volume is considered being an active rep. Holy moly.
Hi, Cheyenne. We are not attacking the rep in this video. I know that you know who it is because you share. I understand that y'all are related. Like, I get it. We're not talking about the rep. We're not talking about, it's not about a person. It's about the company and the opportunity. That's what we're talking about. This is not meant to be hateful or hurtful. We are sharing the information that is provided to people joining an MLM because we do not approve of that. Like, that's something that we're trying to get the message out to share to people, that MLMs can be toxic. In my opinion, I was in one for 8 years. DeeCee can talk about it. Leshy can talk about it. Like, we've all been there. And see the damage that it does to people. So that's all we're doing here. This is not a personal attack. Please don't take that as this is that. I know I'm talking for the other 3 amazing humans on this video, but it is really not, it's about the opportunity, and we're debunking what is said in the call.
Yeah, and Cheyenne, you may have missed this at the beginning of the stream, but we also bring this up throughout. We're not about ad hominem talking about with the physical state of someone, what they look like in order to tear them down. We don't do that. We don't do that shit here. Now, would it might be painful for someone to be listening to someone they care about, be their opportunity call be addressed? Yeah. You probably have big feelings about us doing that. We have big feelings about unethical business practices and the broken compensation model of MLM. It's a big deal. And I don't know. We're gonna keep doing that. And I don't know. I don't know what to say. Just like
Yeah, we have boundaries. Like, we don't touch the poop here. We don't support them. We don't buy stuff from them. And we don't do ad hominem attacks. You know, it's the words that she's saying, not her as a person.
And we want better for people in MLMs. That's our end goal.
Like she teaches really well. Like, I could see her as a great teacher. It makes me sad that the children that she taught, like, aren't getting her anymore because of an MLM.
Yeah. I might lose power. So
okay.
Lushy, I'm going to upload the video to a Google Drive and send you the link so that you have it and you can play it. It's also in an unlisted. It's unlisted, so you already have it. You already have it. Okay. All right.
Well, would it let me download the unlisted a few hours ago? Because
you should still be able to present from a Google Chrome tab.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what to do.
Sorry. It's storming here and y'all know how my internet is, so. All right. Okay. Hey, Savannah.
Hello.
All right, here we go.
You get 5
Also, as a side note, accessibility, like when you're teaching with PowerPoint, is meaningful for the people who are supposed to be getting the information. So like if you think as a teacher or as somebody in business that the PowerPoint and how like visually something is presented isn't going to like drive a point home better, you're mistaken. It does matter, and making it accessible for people does matter. So like the end. Am I glad that this is bad because it doesn't really help MLMs? Sure. Does it still it's still lacking? Yes. And it can be changed within 30 seconds, so I'm going to talk about it. All right. The end.
You get the sleeves here of each size 6 or 10. So you get 1 sleeve of each of those, an earring and a necklace, and then plus that 5-pack rainbow. It's called the rainbow pack because there's 1 of each size in it. So you also get that rainbow pack, the ring display, all those things as like a freebie with your kit. So the kit costs $366. And if you sell everything in your kit, you make that $366 back, of course, plus a profit of $272. So that is that middle kit. I do think the middle kit is a fine.
Oh my God. Have we heard of taxes? That's the information that's being spread. That's the issue. And reps not talking about taxes at the end of the year fucks people over because they end up thinking that they're going to be able to make something and they don't set aside stuff for taxes, and they're in a worse spot than when they first started the MLM, if they make any money at all.
I mean, because you think they have to pay for packaging supplies. They have to pay, it's the time. It's the shipping, right? So
the ring boxes. Bomb Party requires every ring to be sent in a box.
Cheyenne, it's not a closed meeting. The invitation was an invitation to the public to be able to watch it, and whoever received the call was able to do with it what they will. So
it was publicly posted to sign up for it, so it's not.
It's not. I'm sorry for the correction on your part, but it's fair use, and also it was open to the public. So
Yeah, it's not a team meeting or anything like that either.
Kit to start with. I think it's enough to launch with and get your feet going and all those sorts of things. With any kit that you order, you can purchase whatever other inventory you would like immediately after. So you can always purchase additional inventory. If you are looking, to get maybe an upcoming special collection or anything like that, the 366 kit can be good for that depending on what your funds are. Because the next kit up is $5.99, and I'll talk about that in a second.
Kate,
But so yeah, Boost Kit is the middle.
Kate, I've watched thousands of hours of Zoom. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna side. I've personally watched thousands of hours of Zoom calls. There's the amount of times that I'm not saying all reps don't talk about it, but in general, reps for the majority not talking about it is the issue. I'm passionate about it because money actually fucks with people. People not having money to pay taxes fucks with that person.
And the question I want to ask, and this is, I'm being sincere when I ask this, is do you tell reps that are on your team that they are taxed on incentives and things that they earn? Do you tell them that? That's genuinely what I want to know, because when I was in an MLM, I was in for 8 years. Nobody told me that in the beginning. My upline didn't tell me that. So when I earned trips, and I earned my first trip 2 years being in, I got a big fat 1099. Because that was the trip, the cost of the trip and the value of the trip was added. So I had to pay taxes on that.
Yeah.
Is that information openly shared? That's what I would like to know.
Well,
and if it is, show me. I would love to see where it is. If it is, I would love to see it.
Well, if that's the case, then why didn't she mention taxes just then and there when she was talking about the profit? Like, there was an opportunity to tell you to save for taxes, which... No.
Yeah, and she could be, she's new. She's newer. It could have slipped her mind that I will still, I'm passionate about this because of what happened to me when I was in MLM, what I saw happen to other people that I was what is it called? Cross lines with, what personally, people that I've talked to, either in private interviews or within the anti-MLM, I say anti-MLM community, but people who've been lurking, people in Discords who've been talking about like, this really messed me up. And to not have empathy for that, and also say like, you know what? Could we be better about talking about taxes? Yeah, we'll go then and do that. Be better on it.
This
it's not as small. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and
victim blaming. That's gross. Like,
it is.
You're blaming.
And it's not a small business. A 1099 means you're a consultant. So I'm really sorry that you're upset. I know you're upset, but if you continue to make comments like that on my channel, you're going to be muted and then potentially blocked. I'm not going to allow you to be aggressive in my chat to my people. I know you're mad. I know that you're related to this person, and I understand that, but don't come in my chat and start anything. I'm just saying. Please don't.
I would really educate yourself on copyright laws, because this is what YouTube is. This is 75% of YouTube is reacting to other people's content. So, welcome to YouTube.
Yeah. Yep. And we didn't do this in her Zoom because we have respect for people. And you may think that it's that it's sketchy or whatever your opinion is. It's a public forum. It's posted publicly, and
and it's part of the public concern. Multi-level marketing specifically is part of warning the public about potential red flags, potential pyramid schemes. No, it's multi-level marketing.
What is the question, bro?
Being passionate about taking advantage of others isn't being aggressive. Standing up and saying, no, don't be aggressive in someone specifically in their chat, that's having a boundary. That's not being aggressive. Being passionate about someone getting taken advantage of monetarily, that's not being aggressive.
What?
And I'm gonna, since you're on my channel talking, I'm gonna address it right now. Number one, we're not talking about anybody behind their back. This is a public forum. This is a public live stream.
Yeah.
And you know what? If Beth wants to talk to me, I will have an open conversation one-on-one. That's fine. I'm open to that. I won't be an asshole because I'm not an asshole. I am sharing what is going on in an MLM.
Mhm.
Point blank, period, comma, you know,
No.
no.
We,
And
we don't need to respect people
Yeah,
who are scamming people and lying. We
And-
do not need to respect people who are blatantly lying. Like, you lose all respect the second you lie. And Betsy's told several lies in the little we watched.
Listen, just as a heads up, our chats, the people who are anti-MLM in our chats and my chat, we're not going to be antagonistic to people who've decided to lurk or get upset in other people's chats. We will, like, the answer is you're going to get timed out if you're not going to be respectful.
Yeah.
Okay? That's just my rule in my chat. And it's not necessarily our job to fully educate somebody on fair use. You have Google, you can go do that. So follow Jen's rules, or you can sit out for the rest of the live stream as a teacher would say. So I'm gonna go back to the video, and Jen's the boss on her channel. I'm the boss on my channel. We'll figure shit out. And
I just turn your chat to
subscribers only. That's fine. Cool.
Which I can do the same to Jen's.
That sounds good.
believe.
And that's not
good. Thanks,
information control. That's saying it's getting too heated and the
We have
discourse is not
boundaries.
staying civil and respectful. So there's just some rules that we're going to remind everybody of. All right, continue.
Kit. The 366 also goes towards something called personal volume. Personal volume is how BP measures your commissions, your rankings, and all of that good stuff. So what personal volume is it's how much you spend on inventory each month. And it does start over monthly. So when you get the 366 kit, you do have 366 towards your PV for the month. And again, I'll talk about this a little bit more when we jump into sort of that. I don't want to put too much on you at once, but that is what PV is. And with the 366 kit, you do get a starting 366 towards your personal volume. Any questions so far on that? Okay. Welcome in. Was it Marcia? Hi, welcome.
And I'm sorry. I am like sometimes things will come to me as like I'm processing through my emotions. I'm not going to go mess up Bethy's opportunity to sign up people in her house because she was offering the opportunity to 4 other people in the chat. I'm not going to go in there and say, "Oh, this is MLM, this is shit, don't sign up with her." I'm not going to mess up with that. Now, am I going to say we're not talking about taxes? This is how MLMs work. You saying it's not multi-level marketing is inherently false. We're going to talk about that too as a way to educate the people on my channel and Wendy's channel and Jen's channel about what's actually an MLM, what's actually direct sales. How is the compensation model broken? Being able to buy inventory and your upline get paid commission for you buying inventory is broken because you can inventory load, never move it to a customer, and then you're stuck with the cost of all that. So there's pieces that we're going to be talking about as we go that are what we're debunking and or addressing, that it's not just with Bethy doing it. Other reps in Bomb Party do it. Other reps in Prove It do it. Other reps in Young Living, Optavia, Make
Scentsy.
wellness do it. Scentsy.
Nilo life.
Nilo life.
God.
So, anyways, I'm sorry. Squirrel Trail, back
you go.
on track.
Or Marcia, maybe. Marica. I don't know. You'll have to correct me if I'm wrong. You don't have to right now. I see you're in the car, so don't stress. Okay. Okay. So the next kit is the $5.99 kit. Same thing. It does come with that $99 kit for free. This one, you do sort of get the most bang for your buck because you get an extra rainbow pack. So you sort of have 2 extra sleeves or 2 extra of each size. You end up with 8 rings in each size, 6 through 10. And then you get 5 necklaces, 5 earrings. Again, that ring display, the spoon, towels, all that stuff comes with that starter kit that you have, but it's included here. This kit costs $5.99. It also gives you $5.99 personal volume. And then, of course, when you sell everything in the kit, you get that $5.99 back, plus you profit $3.98. So depending on where you are, if you are thinking about signing up, you know, if you only have the $5.99 and you want to just get that kit, that could work for you. If you're like, well, I only have the $5.99, but I want to get maybe, you know, we have this secret collection coming out, right? On the 19th. If you were thinking now about signing up today, not saying any of you are, I'm just hypothetically, if you were signing up today, you might think, oh, maybe I'll get the 366 kit. And then when that collection comes out on Monday, I'll get a little bit of that collection for that difference in price. Or if you wanted to, depending on what you wanted to invest, you could certainly get the $5.99 as well as some of that special collection, right? There's different options there. But that's just kind of a way to look at it if you're looking for a little bit of variety.
Yeah, if you're subscribing is free. You can chat in all the chats. I'm not sure who has subscribers only on, but
I think I accidentally put 5 minutes on yours. My bad, but I put a minute on Jen's.
okay, no worries. Yeah, someone was worried that they couldn't chat because they weren't a member, and I'm like, you can chat if you're
No,
not. Yeah, you're good.
it's subscribers. It's like, if you want to talk shit, at least subscribe.
Yeah, $600 is a lot of money. I mean, $599, but
And
yeah,
then you buy, like, if there are other collections to buy on top of that, then it's more money. And
Yep.
she'll break down like how much you make on each piece, which is
A
a side trail we could
joke.
go on. But
And one thing I noticed too, and I noticed before, is they only give you 6 through 10. There's size 5 and 11s that exist too.
mhm.
So that's 2 other sizes that you need to buy at a minimum.
mm,
And shipping is what, $10 or $15?
yeah, it
Somebody
does.
clear that up for me because I forget.
Yeah, Reddit royalty. Let us know.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
collectively calling out Reddit royalty.
They're here, so we might as well.
Yeah,
like I've said, if they spend $600 on supplies, they're gonna make more than $1,000 worth of products with that $600.
mm,
Probably more like $1,800, I would guess, or I don't know.
yeah. I mean, the profit is in question. For me personally, we can talk about that when she's done with her presentation. That's another one of the issues I have with Bomb Party. Based off my experience with small businesses, doing accounting for a small business, looking and seeing like what the actual margins were that a lot of people were working with within the store that I used to manage. It is strange, and it's strange the little amount of profit on selling jewelry that they get per ring, per
Mhm.
bangle, per necklace, per earring. So that's something we can talk about at the end, but that is a red flag for me, because it's just a red flag for me. So okay.
The thing that's great about BP is that there's something new every 2 weeks, literally.
That's,
So that would
So
that's
every 2
not
weeks you have to
good.
place an order.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what if you're not the first person to have a collection? The people right now, I don't know if the warehouse is open in Tennessee or the distribution center, but right now, reps who live closest to the warehouse are the reps who get it first.
Mhm.
So they beat everybody out, and then the reps who are on the West Coast get screwed because it's got to make it all the way to the West Coast, or God forbid, even Alaska. Like
Yeah.
that would take weeks to get, you know,
Yep.
maybe a week or whatever. But BP is also only in the US. It is not, they cannot ship outside of the US. They have to stay with, it's US only. From what I've heard, allegedly, is it is based on the value of the rings, and you have to pay taxes on certain brackets of like goods that you are shipping out. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's a great way, since we have multiple chats coming in here. If you have a question about the stream, like what we're reacting to, or if you have a question about Bomb Party, put a question at the beginning of your comments so I can also star them and save them for later. So definitely do that, and we'll be able to it'll be easier to grab them. Since there's so many chats here. So here we go.
I think when you are signing up and you're thinking about things like that, to think about the collection that's like next on the horizon. Because if you, signed up today, right? Well, today's kind of a middle of the week, but if you signed up, a couple days before a new collection, by the time you got your starter kit and those things, it might, or like right when a collection comes out, you might just be ready for the next one before you're ready to launch your actual business. And then if, it's 2 weeks down after a new collection comes out, people will be excited about the next collection already. So depending on where it is in the month, and that's something I can always talk with you about. If you're like, I'm thinking about the special collection, but I don't know if it should be this one or the next one, I will always help you with that, of course. I never encourage anybody to spend out of their means, put themselves in debt or anything like that. I'm not that kind of upline. I don't.
Good for her for saying that. Just because my upline in Young Living also said the same thing, but because of the way that undue influence happens with emotional control or destructive influence, that I know those words sound intense, but because of the way parasocial relationships form and how influence happens within interpersonal relationships, how the person who's training you with the person who's being trained, it starts to get twisty because somebody who's on Bethy's team wants her to win. Somebody who, she seems very helpful. She seems to have created lots of things to help her team. And so there's this camaraderie that ends up being formed. It happened with me and Mary Kay. It happened with me in Young Living. I know Jen will probably be able to say something similar happened when she was in Sensi, where, and again, that's on me, but it's more than just being able to say, oh, you don't have the money, so don't order. There's other facets to the complexity of human relationships that go into the high control group arena, from what I understand, and it happens in MLMs very often. Now, I'm not saying, does Bethy intend to do this? I don't know. I don't know her. But people in MLMs, the top people in MLMs, it ends up happening with their downline because of how the structure is. And it gets twisty. So I don't know if y'all want to say anything.
I want to say something because Elizabeth just made a really good point. Is they do some reps, and I don't know if this is going to happen on this call, recommend Klarna or other delayed payment services. And I think that's excuse me, sorry, starting out in a bad place, in my opinion.
You're starting out in debt. And while I do understand that starting like a legit business is, you do have costs to any legit business.
Sure.
But when you're spending money to spend more money to spend more money without getting that return on investment, I mean, they're getting what, $5 per piece? Like, that's chump change.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't make sense to go into debt just to buy inventory that you may or may not sell.
Yeah.
Like, if you go on TikTok, the market is super saturated right now. Like, I had a bad night the other night. I was up at 2 a.m. and there were a bunch of people on. Like, oh, what's her name? The Reveal lady was on at 2 a.m. and she's in Florida, so that was 3 a.m.
No, she's here.
Oh, she's here? Oh, she's
The
in
Reveal
Texas.
Ladies in Tyler. Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was thinking of one of the other ladies who's in Florida.
Were you thinking of Mother Mary?
No,
Oh,
but that's
God.
another one. There, I was thinking of Fizz and Pixies.
Mm.
Well, that's what I was gonna say earlier is you go on to TikTok 24/7 and there is no shortage of reps live. So like if a rep doesn't have a special collection that you want, you can move on and find a rep that does.
Yeah.
Right.
It pits the reps against one another, and normally in sales and ethical sales, you're going to have territories so that, from what I understand, it's more ethical to have territories because it means that the reps are going to have a chance, or the salespeople are going to have a chance to be able to sell without another salesperson encroaching on the people who may be interested in their product. And within MLM, there's no territories. If the shipping gets messed up, then it's open season because at least you have something that you can sell to anybody. And I know some of the reps are really nice where they'll say, I don't have that size. Here's somebody on my team who could have that size. That's sure. That's nice. I'm not saying that doesn't ever happen. I'm saying the way the model is from the top, from the person who started Bomb Party or who started whatever MLM there is, that's not built into the contract. There's no territories built in. So the reps end up fighting with each other over customers.
A lot of them have their own like customer loyalty points. And so like I know, for example, Vanessa will do like buy 20 and you'll get a free reveal on me. Do you know how much money that is? Like that is so much money.
Yeah.
Your romance stars to make coochie punch cards.
What?
Stop it right now.
Please tell me it looked like a piercing.
No.
Oh,
God. Oh my God. Oh, just when you think MLMs can't get any twistier, Jessica will tell us another story about pure romance.
Oh, I have a story, but I will save it for the gammy. Y'all know this story already. Just to fuck my life, how's my life the way it is?
Oh my gosh. I can't wait to hear it.
You heard it, bitch.
Oh, I have?
I told you as soon as I had this realization this weekend.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you were telling a new story. Okay, I'm done. Okay.
No.
Sorry. My brain. It's my brain.
See the purpose of that. My purpose is to help you be successful. But yeah, those are our 3 options to sign up. Again, once you sign up, that gives you access to the back office, which in the back office, there's a few different things they have. They have BP University, which is like a training program that is pretty in-depth.
When Jen gets monetized fully, she's gonna have memberships, or she might have memberships.
You get it at 500. You get
we're-
ads at 1,000. You get members at 500. Now you get ad revenue at 1,000. So once she gets you 500, she can also get super chats.
Oh, hell yeah.
We are 91 away. We're at 409.
Listen, I'm leaving y'all a direct link to go to Jen's channel. Nightbot's going to come up in my chat, and you're going to be able to click directly into Jen's chat to subscribe so that Emmett can do the Emmety things, and so we can get Jen towards membership, okay?
And not to brag, but I have 2 accounts subscribed to Jen. So all your one account is...
You're an overachiever. You're an overachiever. Come on.
You're just now realizing this.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's a lot. So that is something that you get access to. You get access, of course, to purchasing inventory of different collections and things like that. And you also get added to a couple different groups, like the Active Rep group on Facebook, where you get updates from corporate. And then if you signed up with me, I'll talk about what you get from me specifically, because every upline and every sponsor is different. So I'll go over those things with you.
Isn't that the point of this fucking call?
What?
For her to tell us why we should join her Pacific team.
Sure. I think she's trying to be fair. She comes across as somebody who's trying to be like even keeled in presenting the information. I don't know her. I'm just saying I think she's trying to come across as this is what you could find in the wild and this is what you can get on my team. I think she's working towards it. Maybe.
Okay, my bad.
I know she has earned. I think she went to Puerto Vallarta. I think she earned that trip, and that was like the first trip this year, the big trip.
My guest account is my OG YouTube account from my school that has stuff on it from when I used to work for a TV station. I found a CD of a bunch of my commercials.
Oh my gosh.
When we were cleaning out the husband's office when we switched the rooms, he was like, "Oh, what's on this DVD?" He's like, "Jessica, what the fuck is this shit?" I'm like, "Oh, just an ad for a TV station that doesn't exist anymore." It was like footage of like elk
Oh my gosh.
and like wildlife around the area, and I don't know what else is on that CD, but
I love that.
You're gonna have to put it on digify it.
Okay, friends, how far are we into this video? Asking for myself because we're like an hour and a half into
We're
this
gonna
live.
have to do a part 2. Honestly, we're gonna have to do a part 2. I knew this was gonna happen. We're 15 minutes in. Listen, I'm sorry.
This is what happens when the crew gets together.
Oh god. Yeah, we'll have to do a part 2. Ooh,
Okay.
rip.
I was just like checking in since we're an hour and a half in, and I just
Yeah.
want to make sure.
Yeah, we're still out the kids.
Yeah.
they're CDR, so it's all digitalized. Like, how old do you think I am, DeeCee? Everything I created was on Adobe. Like, I'm not a dinosaur. I'm only 9 months older than you, man.
Listen, Lushy, don't start a blood feud with me on a live stream, okay? Don't you do it. Oh my god.
What? You might come out here and show me who's boss.
I know you're gonna be the boss. You're always the boss. Oh yeah. We'll have to figure it out. Oh my god. Oh jeez. Jessica's my best friend, so before anybody thinks there's shit going on, there's not. Other than
There's
Jessica
not.
giving me shit. That's
This
normal.
is how we talk to each other.
Oh my
But yeah,
god.
any questions about the kits or anything like that? Feel free to chat. And I always forget that it never notifies me the chat. Okay, no chat. Feel free to put it in the chat or ask away, unmute, no problem. There are a couple other costs that are required. So obviously that's your inventory, but you know, starting a business takes a little.
I like that she did this. I don't like that I can't read the text very well, but she has any additional inventory is optional. Fizzing supplies, a bowl, a hot plate, a table, a ring light, streaming devices, one for streaming, one for orders. Okay. Shipping supplies. I'm rolling my eyes because you can be streaming to TikTok, to Instagram, to Facebook from one platform from your computer, also managing your orders coming in from the computer, but nobody ends up doing that because I don't know, technical difficulties. So
I think Riverside's a great platform.
God, Jessica. Anyways, I'm not saying that she should know how to do that. I'm saying you need to have a device for each platform. I know she's saying one for streaming, one for your orders, but Jessie Lee had like 4 or 5 phones for all of her stuff. And that's so expensive. It's so
Yeah.
expensive. It doesn't have to be. So,
more than
I have
just
to
your
go-
inventory. There's
I
going
have
to
to
be
let
some
my
other things
geriatric dog in. So sorry. He needed to go out. Now he needs to come back in.
okay.
You're good.
that you need. So I always like to make you guys aware of that. I want you to have all the information before you make a decision so that you're not going into something and then, oh my gosh, well, wait, I also have to get this and this and this and this and that. I didn't
I
think
like
about
that
that, or I
about
didn't
her.
expect that.
That she's saying what you have to buy. Good for her.
Yeah.
So I think it's important to know those things because that is something to take into account when you're thinking about it. Again, any additional inventory will be optional. And then you're going to need some fizzing supplies, right? Either a bowl, a hot plate. People do it different ways. I use a hot plate with like a heat resistant bowl. And it is like the hot plate was like $18. The bowl was 20 maybe. I also provide a list of supplies.
Can I just also gently remind everybody that not all glass is heat safe? Danielle
Thank
Baker,
you.
you know who you are. Danielle Baker came to Bomb Party from Paparazzi, put a non-hot safe glass pot on top of her hot plate, and as we were watching, Emily Jones is the one who saw this first. It explodes on a live stream. We have that live stream. Emily Jones has that live stream. We reacted to it. But watching her, and she wasn't injured, and thankfully her dogs weren't injured.
Yeah.
It literally goes from being fine to exploding because she superheats the glass. It's wild. So just a reminder, not all glass is heat safe. Okay.
I know a lot of reps will use crock pots, but the reps that don't are like, well, I want to see the water, and you can't see the water with a crock pot.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. But be safe out there, please.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Boiled jewelry is not worth losing an eye for.
Yeah.
A list of supplies that you can use for reference. You can certainly purchase those from that list, or you can just use that as a guide. I've tried to find the absolute cheapest I could in everything, obviously for myself as well. So those are the things that I use. So I can absolutely share that with you if you'd like.
And not
but
every
just
upline does that. So
Yeah.
I mean, she is doing something for her team and her people that not a lot of people do. So do I think that she does more? Do I think she's a good human? I don't know her, but I would say yes. Like, she sounds like she's a responsible person and she likes to lead her team and she's, does all the things, but that energy could be used for so much good.
Yeah.
She sounds like she's in my opinion, there's a blind spot or a spot of naivety that reps get about midway up the pyramid where they're like, I'm selling, I'm recruiting, this is legit, I'm making income doing both. Like, it hasn't registered that it's the recruiting making them their money. They really think that it's a combination of the recruiting and the selling, and I think she's in that spot right now that we see. I think you get to a certain point where you realize that is not true and you're only making money from your downline and you're selling stuff just because you have to.
Yeah. I think even that's why understanding the compensation model is super important. And I think additionally, one of the twistier parts going off of what Jen was saying is that because this rep comes across as being trustworthy or providing information and being helpful, people on her team are going to trust her or they're going to get behind her faster because she seems nice or she seems helpful, and it could keep people in longer because they'll trust her faster as opposed to somebody who's abrasive or more like Jesse Lee Ward or whatever it is. So it can get twisty. I don't know. It just can get twisty in MLM.
Think about, you know, a table, you will need a ring light, and you will need streaming devices if you're planning on going live. Now, there's different ways to sell. You can sell live stream via TikTok, via Facebook, things like that, or you can sell home parties if you want to do that, and you can
Home
also
party.
do vendor events. So there are different options for selling. So if you all
I think people want to do it digitally though. Like they see TikTok, they see that I could literally do this from home. Home parties are awful. It's so much time to prepare for it, to drive to it. Then you have to set up, you have to get there early enough to set up. Then you have to wait for people to come. Then you have to have this awkward dance of like, what are we going to start? Are there enough people here? Then you're going to do it. Then you're going to talk to people. You're going to have the opportunity talk with them after as you close out each sale with them. I don't know, however that would be. And then you have to pack up your shit and clean up. And then drive home. It's awful. I don't know.
And vendor events are like double that much work. Sorry, Lushy, I interrupted you, but like,
And like, who is inviting people over to their homes post 2020? Like, no,
Post 2020.
No.
Like, I didn't invite people over
Thank
even
you.
before that.
But now there's a valid excuse. But like, yeah, people still have in-person friends. Weird.
I like
Sorry.
all of my relationships to be online, so
Why I'm
You're
here.
the best.
Oh my God. Yeah, and Lazy Little Leopard said, as a small business owner who has a hard enough time getting into events, please don't. And that's MLMs getting into small business like craft fairs, vendor events. Like, it's a no.
I
It's a
hate
no.
that so much.
I no shame. I would email elementary school Christmas events to see if we could set up pyramids.
I mean, we've all done it.
No shame. I had no shame.
Good night, Chelsea. So here's what we're going to do.
Night.
We're going to get to the 2-hour mark. We'll end the stream and we'll do part 2. And I will speed this up, take out the pauses, and we'll finish.
I will be a jackass and interrupt with my inside sarcasm.
No, it's worth it. I mean, I know I was the dead weight on this stream because I know I could run my mouth for sure.
You have thoughts that make sense, unlike me.
Yeah. Well, we also bounce off each other pretty well too, in my opinion.
True.
Like,
Yeah, I agree. Lady Whistledown. I can say that in my area of the countryside, had to, lol. Most vendor events require the goods to be handmade, so events are few and far between. I love
As
that.
they should be.
good.
Also, for the next stream, I'm getting quotes from our beloved Bridgerton, so we can properly welcome you as a Reddit royalty to the streams. So be ready for that.
I love
are
it.
thinking about selling on live stream, that's actually the
I
only
am very-
platform that I have. I have several girls though that do like a wine and fizz night with their friends and different things, like different things. And then I have a friend who goes to nursing.
Listen, if I'm drinking wine, and also howdy hey to all our sober friends, I'm just gonna mention this. If I'm just gonna hang out and drink something delicious and eat like, girl dinner with somebody, I don't want to be fizzing stuff. I want to be loafing. I want to be a potato. I want to be a loaf of bread. I want to just like be chill and pet your floofs, like I don't know. But fizzing jewelry, no, not it for me. Oh God.
homes and does it. And I have there's I have a friend that goes to vendor events, so you know,
No.
there's all
Did
different
she-
options. You can do one
I need
option, you
you
can
to
do all three.
rewind it because I swear
yeah.
to you, she said retirement home like in the middle of when you paused it, and
Oh god.
I don't know that I love that.
Okay,
No.
let me rewind it. And I'll
Like
have
the
to
way
tell you
it
my
was like,
embarrassing story about a retirement home when I was at Mary Kay. Okay. Oh god.
You know what this reminds me of? Sorry, real quick.
Hell?
There's a South Park episode.
Sorry.
I mean, close enough. Sorry, my brain took like 3 seconds to process that. There's an episode of South Park where Stan's grandfather buys from like QVC and it's all overpriced jewelry.
Yes. That
And
was my great aunt in
Uh-huh.
real life.
I have a relative who is sucked into it. That's how I got a fucking bomb party ring. I'm still mad about that.
Okay. I rewound it to 17 minutes. Ish.
Supplies, a list of supplies that you can use for reference. You can certainly purchase those from that list, or you can just use that as a guide. I've tried to find the absolute cheapest I could and everything, obviously, for myself as well. So those are the things that I use.
So I rewound it a little bit. I was just trying to get to the part where she's talking about
But-
nursing homes.
I know, but like, why are we paying $9 for ship.com when pirate ship is free?
because it integrates. Because it integrates.
Who
I swear
the
to you.
cares?
I
Who
swear.
the fuck cares?
Take an extra like 10 minutes and type that out just to save some money.
Or
Like,
mass export it out and then
Yeah.
upload it into freaking
yeah, you can import.
There's
Excel
fucking mail
sheets.
merge in Microsoft Word. God damn it! Like, what is going on?
Ah,
we're
you're
talking too
not.
logically here, guys. Like,
But she's trying to save you all the monies.
Who owns ship.com? Is it secretly Bomb Party? Like, what's going on?
you would think they have a sponsorship at this point.
there's some super secret inside deal that we don't know
Okay,
about.
gotcha. Marketing Raven said it took me a minute to figure out this has nothing to do with bath parties. Couldn't decide if I was horrified or intrigued. We can't decide either. We may be equal parts horrified and intrigued by the fuckery of this opportunity. Honestly, it's bad. Bomb parties, if you're just joining us, are surprise jewelry reveals. The rings are encased in square bath bombs that you don't get to enjoy because the rep reveals them on a live stream. And then the jewelry is the necklace is a surprise. The earrings are a surprise, but they're in a box. You can't return it. You can't trade it in front of the rep. And the MSRPs, in my opinion, are inflated. And you can get stuck into a gambling mindset because you're trying to be the 1 in 3,000 chance of getting an actual diamond piece of jewelry, or you think paying $20 for a ring and having the MSRP being $150 means something, when the MSRP, in my opinion, doesn't reflect the actual value of the jewelry.
No. And another thing, real quick, is in bomb parties, policies and procedures, you're supposed to ship them unrevealed if your customer
Yes.
asks.
Yep.
However, some reps will have like very strict stipulations. Like, I'm sorry to bring his name up again, but Wolfie will only send unrevealed if it's like for a special event or something. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
just the average person, he won't send unrevealed, which is against their policy.
Twisty.
Mm-hmm.
So I can absolutely share that with you if you'd like. But just to think about, a table, you will need a ring light, and you will need streaming devices if you're planning on going live. Now,
Okay,
there's
listen,
different ways to sell. You can sell live stream via TikTok, via Facebook, things like that, or you can sell home parties if you want to do that. And you can also do vendor events. So there are different options for selling. So if you are thinking about selling on live stream, that's actually the only platform that I have. I have several girls though that do like a wine and fizz night with their friends and different things, like different things. And then I have a friend who goes to nursing homes and does it. And I have this all there's
Okay, to be honest, let me have my honesty moment for a second. When I was told to do whatever it took to sell Mary Kay when I was in Mary Kay. I went to probably 25 schools in the area to talk. I had meetings with the principals to come in to do teacher appreciation. Like, I was shameless in that, like, I went everywhere. There was a nursing home across the street from my apartment complex when I lived in Mississippi. I developed a relationship by like volunteering there, and I volunteered there. I did events like where I didn't ask for a sale, where we just did like makeup application like as a group during group time and stuff like that. And then I also Mary Kay has something called satin hands and satin lips. It's like a lotion. It's like a whole thing that like will make your hands soft or make your lips soft. So I was doing a Christmas fundraiser thing where I was like having people buy, and then I was going to donate like what they bought to the nursing home, and I didn't feel good about taking a profit, so I didn't. So I used the profit to buy more product to donate, but like that was sleazy of me to do because I wasn't volunteering there. Like, I made good relationships with some of the people I volunteered there with, but I went there because my director told me, figure out how to sell your shit. She didn't say shit because she's a pastor's wife, but figure out how to sell the product, and don't like anytime you feel uncomfortable, move past that feeling and just do it anyway. And I made bad decisions when I was in MLM. So her friend or whatever on her team is not the only person targeting nursing homes. And I'm sorry that I did it when I was in Mary Kay. So, we need to look at a link.
I am putting in the subreddit, the BP subreddit. If anybody does want to go over there at any point in time, I'm sharing, because I know some of the people in my chat have said they have posts and stuff up over there. So
Heck
I'm going to share it in all the lives.
Sweet. So if you don't see this link yet in my live, Jen's going to be pasting it in there, and I will go ahead and pin that in my chat so that it doesn't get lost in the chat. So
it's a great way to kind of get your bomb party itch satisfied without actually touching the poop, you know?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And the people are really nice. So I have to say there are really sweet, nice people in the subreddit, because Reddit is a mixed bag sometimes, but
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's nice when you find good little spots to that are not toxic, you know. So here we go. We're at 152, so we're gonna watch another 8 minutes, and then we will end the stream and start get ready for next time, because we're only 17 minutes in. Holy crap. Oh god, I'm sorry.
I have a friend that goes to vendor events, so you know there's all different options. You can do one option, you can do all three. It's really up to you. It's your business to decide those things, but they're all available. You need one device to stream from, right? That's live stream, and you can't be checking orders on that device because you have to see what you're streaming. So you need one device to stream with, and then you do need an additional device that is connected to the internet in order to look up orders and things like that and have access to your back office. So whether that's a phone and a tablet, a computer and a phone, 2 phones, whatever works for you is fine, but you will need 2 devices that are connected to the internet. Again, a ring light's important because
I think you could just use a computer.
You could just use a computer. You're right. On TikTok, you would have to be able to get the RTMP code, and that would be more difficult.
Yeah, that's not happening.
You're speaking Greek right now.
Yeah, so that's why they wouldn't be able to do it on the computer. So
well, they could do it. They just
yeah, too much effort to be able to teach someone how to do that when they could just do it on their phone. It would be too difficult. So
because especially if you're going live on social media, if people can't see you or your product, it's hard to entice them into your live, right?
Sure.
So that's something to think about. Shipping supplies. The customer does pay shipping, and
it's a work day tomorrow for people who have jobs, unlike me.
For me
and me.
So, Yeah,
I
we're
wake
trying
up
to
at
I'm trying to be
5:30 in the morning.
respectful
Oof.
of our actual boss people in the chat.
I don't have a job.
I
Like,
know you and me
no,
are unemployed, so
I'm unemployed.
yeah, you're fun.
I talk shit on YouTube and burn your channel down.
Jen,
will see,
if
I
you
think
and
most-
I join Bomb Party, we can have the same time freedom.
Yeah, exactly.
You
I'm here for it.
You guys
I'm
could
not.
do code
No, that's a joke.
streams.
Oh.
Oh, we
streams
could. We
and
could. We
fight
could both.
it out.
We could
That-
battle. We could battle.
Oh,
that
that'd be
would
fun.
be funny to do a parody stream where we all have bombs and or bath bombs. Fucking YouTube, don't come at me. And we like talk shit about each other the whole time. Like, oh, you want one of her 2 size 10 rings? Well, I have a whole sleeve of size 10 special edition rings. Whose size 10 do you want, honey? Oh, that would be
Oh my
fun.
God. I love it. All right.
reps across the board charge about $7.95 because that covers shipping and handling. It covers your envelopes, it covers your ring boxes, it covers your labels, your actual postage, and then of course your time. I mean, I spend on the weekends anywhere from 6 to 10 hours shipping, depending on my week or what day it is or what's going on. Of course, that much more established. It wasn't like that when I first started.
That is very cool.
I just have to tell y'all the updated number. Are you ready?
Emmett, get
Four-
ready.
414.
Holy
Yes,
crap.
let's do this.
Listen,
Okay, sorry.
this is Emmett, Mr. Pico, okay? And we have to get Jen to 500 for good things to happen with Emmett in a I guess a members live, or is it going to be on a public a member? Yeah,
It's gonna be members
live.
only. Mhm.
Yeah,
So
and so we have several things planned for Mr. Pico.
oh God.
I don't throw me under the bus.
I guess I better get a haircut.
Things.
Do it.
We
Listen,
have
here's
PR
Jen's channel
mis-
again.
the PR massage stream.
Oh,
Oh God.
I,
maybe
am
you should
so there
run.
for that.
I found a PR rep that claims she's a former massage therapist that did a couples demo with Pyromance products.
No.
Yes.
No.
stop.
Yes.
Oh God.
Yes.
It's a no.
So
No.
I think Emmett needs to rage against a fellow massage therapist.
Oh God.
You're not allowed to rage quit. You cannot do that.
No.
No.
Remember, in our high control group, you're not free to leave at any time. Okay,
No.
so no,
I-
Emmett.
Don't you know,
You have all the
I
free
choose-
time to join us. That's it.
I choose when people quit. Ask DeeCee.
She does. She does.
This is not at will employment.
Oh, this is almost word for word what the text reads when Jessica goes on vacation for the last time as she's quit. She's like, "You better not be working here when I get back." And I was like, "Okay, boss. Yes, ma'am. Let's go." Oh,
So Alexis asked about my watch time. I am almost at watch time. I'm almost at 3,000. Wait, no. I'm at 3,300 hour watch time. So I'm far exceeded of where I need to be at watch time to get that 500, that first 500. So
hell
Because
yeah.
my
You can almost
phone's
taste
been
it, you're,
going
like, right
for
there.
2 months.
it's so close. It's so close.
I love it. Yeah, get a haircut, Emmett, because we're gonna have to use the put them on screen sound bite for when this is gonna happen. So I want to be respectful of everybody's time. So we're at 1:59 basically. So people have work, they've got money to make tomorrow. I will shorten the rest of this opportunity call. I'll just take out the pauses and the filler words and I'll speed her up a little bit and we'll get it done next time. But
Yeah.
I think this is good to watch a very relatable bomb party rep who would be enticing to people to join. I think this is a good thing to watch, especially if you're trying to figure out the other shoe of the situation.
We're up
So
to 416.
416. Oh, let's go. I will put Jen and Wendy's channel in my description below, and also come back next time for more awesome stuff.
Mhm.
All right. Please like all the streams, or like the
Yes.
stream in the chat that you're in. And the best way you can support for free is liking and leaving a comment. Oh yeah. Leave a little ring emoji in the comments at the end if you make it to this far in the stream. So all right.
Did bless you.
Bless you. All right. Let's go. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.